Oh, okay. Finally, we're live. Sorry, guys. Streamlabs is just the worst. Absolutely untrustworthy, unprofessional. But I have no options, so the way it is. All right. Anyways, good. We are off. We are live at last. Let me check the bots are running. I suspect they won't be. Twitch is live. YouTube is gone. It's working. Oh my god, right. On that note, let's get right in there then. So, whilst editing the video, I noticed that we still had one more person to talk to before we go back to talk to Jon of Liechtenstein. And that is Margrave Jobst. We left him in the corner. We even said we'll come back and talk to you last. But I didn't. So let's do that.
One beer. I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right.
He was in a corner somewhere.
Together, I would celebrate hearing you.
Perhaps the other room. It was definitely one of these upstairs rooms. That's Vauquelin. That's Kunslin.
Look out!
Oh shoot, where was he? Margrave
pull a
Jobst.
thorn out of our side
there he
and
is.
get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy? I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan.
Let's try it.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
Oh, we didn't get to talk to Jon of Liechtenstein.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
Mining
Yitka will take young Lord Capon
what's he gonna
as
say?
her husband.
He's going a little bit weak.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
I didn't get to talk to John. Let me talk to John. Capon's not happy. Poor guy. Meanwhile, at Kuttenberg City Hall. Oh no, please, I don't have to do the drinks. Please. Please. I want to get out of here. Can I get out of here unscathed?
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Bergow did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz.
He's not a
who is
politician,
present
he's a...
with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
I hope they get out of here, because they're going to recognize us.
The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Oh, shit.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries?
I also noticed in the last stream that we still have to go back to Arne the German.
Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Otto, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end.
I just don't want to go anywhere closer to...
Makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting
to the other guy.
He'll switch sides.
One outlet.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side.
He will recognize us.
Threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
I don't want to say anything just in case. For now, let's recognize this.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Bergow and his men set out for Raborsch. Oderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Raborsch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly.
Working on it.
Others will follow.
I think von Bergow's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
I'm quite scared that we're going to get
There's been enough fretting, sire.
found out.
You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
Uh-oh.
No, sire. It would be inappropriate for me to drink with you. I apologize.
As you wish. To your health, Marquardt. And to our upcoming victory.
Oh, did we survive? Hey, Quentin Hoare. How's it going? The feast.
Nice. So what? He left a long time ago. I swear to God, I saw him here a little while ago. He was sneaking around with the widow of Bartosz.
With Anna of Liechtenstein?
Aye, that's the one. What's old Kuttenberg doing with that frock?
Now we close our doors for the evening. People here know what to do. There'll be plenty more tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday too.
No, I will continue with the season tomorrow. Probably.
Look, when Margrave Jobst was leaving, didn't he say that Lord Kuttenberg was going with them? No, so what? He left a long time ago. I swear to God, I saw him here a little while ago. He was sneaking around with the widow of Bartosz.
I think we won't play Deep Slip. We're up to map 16 now, so I want to finish the season before doing the random cool stuff.
About the girls?
I'm trying to find... There he is. Honestly...
You're in need of something, my well-oiled friend.
Alrighty, man. But honestly...
you to our joint success. As they say...
I don't think we'd be very good at deep slip.
So, to brighter tomorrows.
Maybe I'll watch some other streamers playing deep slip and see if it's something that we could do.
I never had one.
Then maybe try it next week.
Not even a little.
Are you on the Discord?
Not a bit. I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
Maybe I'll announce it on the Discord.
Simple and pragmatic
See if
terms,
maybe vote, see if people want to play it.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Maybe I'll do a poll at the start of next week then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as
Cool,
far
cool.
as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening.
Let me write it down.
He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends.
Oh,
and left
for
the rest of us to drink cheap
the-
dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh?
Hopefully we can progress
I'm
the
sure you can
season a bit
manage
better
that.
now that
You
we're
can
at past
bet on it.
15.
I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Find a jug of wine. Okay. We had more objectives though, didn't we? Celebrate with the guests. Okay. I can't. There's no interactions with any of these guys. Oh. Noble. Anyone here?
Sigismund's men can trample over us one after another. I wouldn't despair.
No one else in this one? Let's go... That's not the way down. Let's go down to the other room. There was a lot more people in the other room. Down here. Oh, there's loads of people outside as well.
Maybe I should have...
Sorry, have you got some time to spare?
From cleaning up this pigsty? Any time.
I need help with something. Do you know where I might be able to find the wine pitchers? I mean the ones with the really good wine that the Lord saves for his nearest and dearest.
And you're one of those?
I should say so. I'm his son.
And I'm the king's daughter. Anyway, I don't know nothing about no wine. In case you haven't noticed, I'm sweeping the floor, and I'm about to mop up vomit. Try asking my ma. She's the cook here.
I've come to rescue you from work and responsibilities.
Really? Why don't you save that sweet talk and tell me what you want?
Well,
I did that.
It occurred to me we could maybe...
Oops.
Spend a little time together.
Of course. What else? Do you play dice?
You mean strip dice?
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-arsed and with an empty purse.
All right. Let's have a game.
I'm surprised you dare to play me. I don't like to lose.
Oh, sorry. Can't focus on the dice. That's pretty funny.
We won't get rid of him that easily. Everyone's being too hopeful here.
Don't talk his bollocks. Once Jobst raises an army, he'll sit himself and run back to Hungary.
Ah, go on, one more crow.
You're not afraid of anything.
Craven is to run away from the first army that crossed his path. He would never have made it all the way here.
But this won't be just any army. It will be an army like the likes of which this country's...
Go on, let me guess, she's got all the special dice. No, actually she hasn't.
It's only going to be a scarecrow to keep Sigismund...
Ooh, I wouldn't have continued there if I was you. Unbelievable.
There, that turned out all right.
Yeah, it did, didn't it, huh? Well, looks like we're losing then.
I'm telling you, give it a year and Sigismund will be gone.
And I'm telling you, we won't...
Yeah. Finally a win!
Everyone's being too hopeful here.
You're talking bollocks. Once Jobst raises an army,
That's
he'll
it.
sit himself and run back to Hungary.
And why would he do that?
Did he just
If
fart?
was so craven as to run away from
Alright.
the first army that crossed his
Noble,
path,
noble.
he would never have
Noble.
made it all the way here.
Noble.
But this won't be just any army.
Noble.
It will be an army like the likes
Alright, well I guess everyone important is out in the yard then, eh? Madeline. Madeline. Madeline.
Greetings. Can't it wait till morning?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but are you busy?
What do you think? A fortress full of hungry mouths and half of them noble lords accustomed to all kinds of debauchery.
I haven't eaten so well in a long time. Lord Odorin was fortunate in his choice of cook.
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before her. God rest them both.
Wait, you're Kubyenka's daughter, Madelinka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
Well.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have. And you've changed too.
That didn't
You
go
left
well.
a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old dog.
Not at all.
Oh, it
the years have been
worked.
kind to you.
And how have you been all this time? Did my father give you a hard time?
Not really. When he remarried and had another son, his mood improved quite a bit. I also got married, and soon I had my little Elishka running around under my feet in the kitchen. Young Sir Christopher used to come and play with her sometimes. He was always a very nice lad.
Tell me more about Elishka.
She's a big girl now. She's a maid here for now, but I'm sure they'll find her a better job soon.
Well, aren't you worried about her? A young girl doesn't have it easy in life.
Even as a little girl, she used to beat up the boys in the village. I put up with all sorts of things without a peep, but not her.
And your husband?
Kuba? He died when Elishka was just a baby. He got bitten by a dog, and the wound festered. It was quick.
God grant
Doesn't
him
sound quick.
eternal life. Why don't we go somewhere together? Somewhere private. And reminisce about the old days.
You really haven't changed at all. You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls. I mean, it's embarrassing at your age.
Where might I find the really good wine here?
Why? You don't like the stuff from the kegs?
It's not for me. One of the distinguished guests asked for it.
Aha. If you go down the cellar stairs, you'll see the pictures lined up on the table. It's Lord Odorin's best. He's drunk plenty of it himself today.
Thank you. Oh, no more chat. We can talk to everyone in the garden first, I think.
You couldn't think of a
Housemaid. Conrad.
At least you can tell by the name
Hammond.
that the horse is
Horse.
immensely valued.
It depends. Well, if we can all agree that the name Bucephorus signifies higher value, yes.
Guard.
May I interrupt you for a moment?
You already did, didn't you?
What's the matter?
Everyone keeps saying that the prettiest girls in the whole county serve the Oderins at Raborsch. I didn't believe it. But I can see there's some truth in it.
What are you blabbering about?
Haven't you had a little too much wine, perhaps?
Not at all. I could drink every man here under the table. Want me to show you?
No need. I believe you.
Stop bothering us and go pester someone else. Dasha isn't interested.
I didn't talk to Dasha, I talked to you.
May I interrupt you for a moment?
You already...
What's the matter?
Well, that is weird, isn't it?
May I interrupt you?
You already...
What's the matter?
Never mind.
Well, that's weird. Right, that's these two. Matylda, Helena, Kristyna. Right.
Good evening, my esteemed lady. I haven't yet had the opportunity to make your acquaintance.
No matter. I know who you are. Although Martin hardly spoke of you. From what I heard, I could conjure up a pretty good picture.
No offense, ma'am. But whatever picture you paint of me, I have reason enough to believe it's mistaken.
Indeed. So, the stories of how, in your youth, you used to drag a different chambermaid to your bed every night is nothing but slander.
And I also heard that you once fell drunk into the trench in front of the fortress, horse and all.
All right, I confess to that one. But nothing happened to either me or the horse.
And is it not true that one of your paramours made off with your late mother's jewelry?
We are all sinners, Mom. And besides, that was 20 years ago. A person can change a lot in that time.
Unquestionably. My husband is living proof of it. No more than I.
What does that mean?
Would you kindly introduce your two companions?
This is Lady Kristyna, second wife of Lord Binyek of Nositz. She's standing in for him here today.
Nice to meet you, sir.
How come your husband didn't come?
Because he's been rotting for nearly a year in the king's captivity.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mom. I pray that God shall return him to you soon.
I've been praying for it since the day I got word of his captivity. Perhaps worldly powers will come to our aid once the promised army turns up. One hopes.
What's your opinion of the outcome of today's assembly?
That it's about time. Although at the onset it looked like everyone here would carry on arguing like fishwives at the market. But in the end, it seems the agreement arrived at will bear fruit.
It's rather noisy here, Mom. Don't you think?
It is, a bit. But that's all part of celebrations, and today we have cause for celebration, don't we?
Wouldn't you prefer a little privacy? I'll gladly escort you.
Restrain your ardor. You're not the first to try and lure my girls somewhere out of my sight. If you want to amuse yourself with them, I insist on being present. Or you may be on your way.
But I had no wish to.
And while you're on your way, we're quite thirsty from all this constant chit-chat.
Do I look like a servant to you?
No, but surely you wouldn't leave these young ladies to suffer thirst. Be so kind to bring us another pitcher of wine. I don't know what's in those kegs, and I don't intend to try it out.
Right, so we've got to get wine for them as well. Is the stable guy still here? Why does it keep turning my torch off? Have I talked to everyone this side?
For a ride in the woods or a hunt. And no use at all for battle.
Yeah, it seems. And who are these? Guard. Guard. Who is this? Guard. Dry devil.
Life depends on your steed. Some easily spooked ponies the
Guard. Guard. Right, so I think what we better do... We better go down to the cellars. Get a pitcher of wine for those women. Are these pitchers? Are these the pitchers, I mean to say? They are obviously pitchers. Ah. So they probably like sweet wine, don't they?
Everybody likes a drop of white.
Not sure why it's making us walk slower.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
Huh.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Oh no.
That's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
That looks like Otto von Bergow.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Oh dear. Retard is taken. Looks like we're going fighting.
Jesus! The surrounding Christopher! He can't make it on his own!
Oh god. What? Oh, sorry. What? God. I just apologized to an NPC. Brilliant. I don't know where Christopher is. I'm supposed to defend Christopher. Which one is... Okay, I know what he looks like. I didn't see him in the garden.
Jesus! The surrounding Christopher! He can't make it on his own!
Which one is fucking Christopher? Aha, okay.
I still can't quite do that. Stand your ground!
They're dead. Oh, that's our guard. did a good job, yes. I only took one hit in all of that. Melee. Surely more importantly, the tower is burning, right? Is that me, Henry? The thing is, I'm wearing that stupid clothes. Oh, but I can change. Oh, come on. Where's von Bergow?
What now, fucker? Don't spare him! Keep it up! You're mine! He's had it! For the cross! You'll be fucking sorry! You got this! Let him have it! For God's will, God!
Who's left?
You're done here, Horsens. That was a close shave.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me. Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay
How?
the rest like
I
dogs.
defeated all of them.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Jobst long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Where did they go? Back to Ratai?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while. Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein.
Oh shit.
She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was
You were
all the
simply
money.
in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother. But only almost. Good work.
Oh, is no one going to put the fires out?
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Bocek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Bocek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either. We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Bergow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergow's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, and get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey. Oh. God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews. Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
Did he?
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
I didn't even see John was there.
If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Bergow could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived. Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Waldstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter. And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined. Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone. You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them. I'm going with you. Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join. This is a nightmare.
What are you doing here in Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm
I think
his
this
spy.
conversation
You're
was
not.
supposed to be had in
I gave him some
Kuttenberg.
information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Jobst's plan will work?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least 2 plans. And the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property to him. They can't do much on their own. But if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews.
I think
And probably wouldn't even think of
Liechtenstein
looking
is
for
supposed to be
something or
shot
someone
here.
here. Besides,
But he's
the
not.
local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Bergow, so I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Bergow?
Sadly, they do. Von Bergow instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Kolin.
Why would he need convincing? You said he had had a serious quarrel with Sigismund.
Sigismund has made many enemies in Kuttenberg. He kicked off important burghers from the council.
Yeah, this conversation was
confiscated
supposed to be had in
property, and
Kuttenberg, I
imposed
think,
taxes and duties
when
on
we
them.
first met.
But he's not stupid. He hasn't completely beggared
But
anyone.
we left there because they
so
all
they'd
went
still
to
have a
bed.
lot to lose if they confronted him directly.
Whatever.
Just made them fear him.
I'd rather call it caution, but you're essentially right. It's complicated. This isn't chess, and the lords aren't all black or white. Each of them has their own interests. Just because they can't stomach Sigismund doesn't mean they'll side with us.
So you're sending me there to find out where he stands?
You could say that. I suspect he might be inclined to ally with us, but as I said, nothing is certain. If it works out, it will be a great accomplishment. Kunslin was respected among the former councillors.
Okay. Has he got anything else? Because that wasn't... Right, we need to go to the rabbi. However, first things first, we need to patch ourselves up. There has been some fighting. Did I get injured? No. On this perfume, someone has forgotten to give it the right tags. But never mind. I saw a trough.
What about your horse? I don't know. I saw him bolting out the gate. Someone set his mane and tail on fire. Maybe he'll survive. Maybe he'll come back. Or maybe...
Quite profitable so far. Oh, we'll take that. Marigold. You like a bit of marigold? Oh, there's a noble here. Noble has less money than the...
Maybe he'll come back. Or maybe the crows are feasting on him already. One Kronstadt captured, the other off crushed. What have they done that the Lord is punishing them like this? God's punishment or not? They brought it upon
Just a moment. Oh, I thought all my money had gone then for some reason.
He's as greedy as a pig. And Hineg is... What will happen to his lordship now? Well, no. Leave it alone. Do it. Now we're in it. Anyway. Poor animal.
The best thing we can do is to keep doing our work.
Well, at least it was over quick.
Then we'll have a young one. He's
Kings
not
die,
a boy
that's a good one.
Soon he'll get married and have a bunch of children.
We can only hope.
Any more? I think I got these. Oh, I didn't get this one. Or this one. Or this one. Really? Okay, now it's looking like I got them all right. Maybe... I got those three. Maybe I just didn't do this side. And there was a few out here, right? Cool. Oh, why is Mutt with us? What? Why? Why would the game bring Mutt here? I have no interest in that dog. Horse. Is that it? Did I get you? Alright, so who else have we got to talk to now? Samuel, yes, that's right. Okay, where is Samuel? He was upstairs. He could be anywhere right now. Ah, they said he was upstairs, didn't they, anyway? Actually, anyone else to talk to in here, then?
I don't think anybody disrespectful. They must have been surprised, too. They were only going after Odorin.
The devil knows what they were after.
What about the cook and that? Are they all safe? Why devil? Huh? Anyone hiding? A Vauquelin? Vauquelin?
Sir Vauquelin, you've had an exciting life. Tell me some stories.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
Where does the name Brabant come from?
That is simple. My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province. And the name stuck. One day, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but I am sure you will long to hear about the conquest of Arezzo, yes? Or would you rather hear how I saved the King of France from certain death?
Arezzo sounds interesting.
And so it was. That is where I earned my knighthood from the great Enguerrand de Concy himself, the commander of our Naples campaign.
I should change clothes as well.
Arranged his forces for battle, and I was put in charge of one of the cavalry units. Out of nowhere, the enemy appeared on our unprotected flank, and Enguerrand set me to hold them back so our main force could regroup. But I saw a gap in the enemy's main phalanx. I sounded the charge and sped forwards.
Wasn't that rather risky?
Un chevalier français fears nothing.
Why does it keep turning the
King
torch
Sigismund
off?
think otherwise
It's really
after
annoying.
Constantinople.
That was completely different. Alors, I caught them by surprise. I hacked my way to their standard and broke through all the way to the enemy's reserves. My attack sowed confusions in the enemy's ranks that encouraged the overlords who raced to join me, scattering everything in their path. And that is how we won the famous victory at Arezzo. Seeing that the force that was supposed to protect them had been routed. The city then surrendered to us. No doubt you had no inkling at Mareshoff what a knight you had the honor to meet. And of course my feats on the field of battle do not end there.
A bold maneuver.
Quite right. Courage is my middle name. Just as Monsieur Chapon says, Audantes Fortuna Juva. That day I was the bravest of them all and won the day.
So you disobeyed your commander and left your flank exposed? Your attack could have ended in a total fiasco. You were lucky the others came to your assistance and your entire force didn't collapse.
I hear thee speaking, but you are still wet behind the ears. So, I can forgive you. In short, I saw an opportunity and took it. Moments like that can decide entire wars.
What did your commander have to say?
He made me a knight and sent me to the royal court to inform the sovereign of our triumph.
I reckon he wanted to get you out of his hair.
Do not talk nonsense.
What other feats have you performed in battle?
Oh, many, mon ami. For one battle does not make a warrior. It would take a week to recount them all, so I will just tell you about my second greatest feat. On the Italian field, we faced John Hawkwood, a ruthless Englishman and a fearsome warrior. Surrounded, we were at his mercy. Night fell, and we knew he would attack at dawn, and that would be it. But just then, Providence put an idea in my mind.
You went to parley?
Mais non! You cannot reason with les Anglais. And observed, I mounted my horse and set off to find help. And La Dame Chance was exceedingly kind to me that day. As I rode away, by chance, I stepped it off of our horses. Thinking we were trying to break through, les Anglais went to head them off. But while the English were occupied with Mycenae, our units managed to flee. I saved many men from certain death that night, and many lords from the disgrace of capture. Needless to say, I was generously rewarded for my valor.
That is indeed incredible. But you were just trying to flee, weren't you?
I wanted to bring reinforcements, but as I say, I merely follow Providence, and she guides my steps, from triumph to triumph, wherever I go. Stick close to me, Henri, and Providence will favor you too.
How did you save the King of France?
With Providence as my guide.
Oh god, here we go. Luck again.
I came to the court from the field of battle to bring news of
This
our
guy's
victory.
just lucky.
Because, and remember this, the bearer of good news is always rewarded and cherished. But the king was in a bad mood and
He's
did
fun,
not
though.
wish to be disturbed. Maybe I
Don't
thought
let him make
the
the
news
plans.
of our victory will dispel his ill
But he's
humor.
fun.
How could you tell him if he didn't want to be disturbed?
Ha! I climbed up to his balcony and into his chambers to surprise him with the joyful tidings. And lo and behold, the king was writhing and gasping on the floor, overcome by one of his fits. Wasting not a moment, I dashed over to him and unblocked his throat, thus saving his life. In return, the king bestowed on me the title of Échanson, or cupbearer, and other generous gifts. And I then spent a while in his service at court. Unfortunately, though, even the king's favor does not last forever, and minor mistakes can come to overshadow good deeds.
What happened at court that led to you being out of favor?
Well, perhaps I shall tell you some other time. Would you not rather hear about the glorious duel between Le Gris and Carouge?
Luckry and Cargouche. Sounds like a pair of jesters.
En aucun cas. Jacques Le Gris and Jean de Carouge. These two great knights were in a legal dispute over an estate. But above all, when de Carouge was on a campaign, Le Gris fornicated with his wife. She claimed that he had raped her, while he said he had seduced him. And because everyone swore to their own truth on the Bible, the matter had to be settled by combat. First, they jousted. Then they fought on foot with sword and axe. Le Gris thought victory was in his grasp, but de Carouge suddenly pounced on him, wrested him to the ground, and beat him so terribly that he knocked off his helmet and cuirass. Even so, Le Gris refused to admit his guilt, and de Carouge drove a dagger through his neck. And if you promise not to tell, I will let you into a secret about that dagger.
Tell me the secret. I promise I'll keep it to
I
myself.
think Henry's messing with him.
Bien. As I say, de Carouge killed Le Gris with a dagger. And I found that dagger in the mud after the duel. A blessed blade, an instrument of divine justice. The dagger that ended the last trial by combat France ever witnessed. An item of great value. So, I had several copies made and sold them to rich French noblemen. That is how I first came into wealth. And I used the coin to buy the horse and armor I needed to set off in pursuit of glory in battle.
I mean...
That's fraud.
It is.
You need to be more enterprising, mon ami. Where you see fraud, I saw an opportunity. It was one of the greatest things I ever saw, and I have seen a lot. Believe me, half of France came to watch, including the king himself, who then banned trial by combat in France forever. I later told the story to anyone who was interested. One of my listeners, a certain Froissart, wrote my icon down and became famous. I could have written it myself, of course, but I am happy to help others find success.
Tell me what happened at court that caused you to lose favor.
Ah, a major setback and a gross injustice, mon ami. It is an unhappy memory, because it was the first time that La Dame Chance abandoned me.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. We can all learn from our failures. And I bet even your failures make for great stories.
Oui, that is certainly true. Very well then. I suffered a combination of misfortunes all at once. But bad luck in business and on a hunt were the worst of all.
You were in business?
Of course. I come from Brabant province, home to the greatest entrepreneur of all. My birthplace gave me an unrivaled nose for coin and the reputation of a financial expert. I was nicknamed the Seer of Louvain, and also the End of Midas. That is, until I persuaded an important nobleman to invest a large sum in maritime trade with Africa. All the ships he bought sank in a tempest. He had to sell off part of his estates to pay off his creditors. Of course, he wrongly blamed me for everything and turned many influential courtiers against me. But my advice was sound. He was simply punished by God for fornicating with every wench from the Pyrenees to Brittany, bragging about it and thus bringing shame on his gentle wife. I told him as much, but some people never admit their mistakes and prefer to blame others.
A sea voyage from France to Africa? You must have known that was a massive risk.
A risk, perhaps. But think of the fortune to be made. A man must think big if he wants to achieve greatness, no?
Big ideas often lead to big trouble. Storms, pirates, sea monsters, uncharted waters. It was a disaster waiting to happen, Baron. You should have tried the Baltic trade route.
You are right. That would have been safer. But that is under Hanseatic control and there is too much competition. Africa, mon ami, that is the land of opportunity. The Arabs sell to the Portuguese via Ceuta and they sell on to us. Just imagine selling further and trading directly with African kings, cutting out all of those middlemen. Remember this, because one day I will be proven right.
What was the hunting incident?
We were out in the royal hunting grounds when I caught sight of a white stag. There had long been rumors about it, so imagine the prestige I would have gained by getting it. I set off after it, pierced its flank with arrows, and unleashed the hounds to finish it off. When I arrived, it turned out that my aunt had not killed a stag, but the horse of a lady, a court favorite of the queen's. I fell out of her favor, and all the doors became closed to me.
Oof. You were damned unlucky. But that could have happened to anyone, couldn't it?
Quite right. I'm glad you are sensible enough to agree with me. A misfortune like that, which could indeed happen to anyone, would make lesser men roll with laughter. But the other lords were afraid I would outshine them, so they were waiting for a chance to get rid of me. And that chance came along, unfortunately.
Tell me about Brabant province. Is it far from here?
Quite far.
Yeah.
From Bohemia, you would go to Bamberg and then follow the river Main until it joins the Rhone. Then you sail down the Rhone until it reaches the sea. And there, between the river and La Flandre, you will find Brabant, with its wealthy cities. Anvers, Bruxelles, Louvain, and many others. But those three cities are the equal of Paris, Rome, or your Prague. Both the Dukes of Burgundy and the Imperial Princes would like to annex our land to theirs, because its flourishing trade has made it rich. But like everywhere else, you can only come into wealth by birth or by enterprise, which is how I did it.
I guess I was supposed to have this conversation with him
How did you end up
as
here?
well, but I don't know when I would have had the
I
chance.
launched to visit faraway lands. I traveled a lot, spending time in various countries, and having many great adventures. When I learned that l'Empereur Charles, that great friend of France, had built the magnificent city of Prague in Bohème, I had to see it.
So people in foreign countries speak highly of Prague?
Bien sûr. It was abroad that I heard of King Wenceslas' Silver City and its reputed vast wealth. I bought the abandoned Miskowitz estates and shares in the Kuttenberg mines.
Did you?
And for a time I settled here to provide for myself and wait for King Wenceslas, whom I wished to serve. But even here fate did not let me be. When Sigismund brought his army to the city, I appointed myself to lead its defense. For how better to make King Wenceslas aware of me than by saving his beloved city? Victory was assured, but the burghers had other ideas. The city was handed over to the enemy, and I with it, stripped of my possessions. I languished in captivity, until fate again stepped in by sending you to Mineshaft.
Sir Vauquelin, I'm surprised how well you speak
Vauquelin.
our language.
Vauquelin.
Where did you learn it?
Where do you think? Here, of course. Ce n'était même pas difficile. Perhaps I have already mentioned that I am guided by Providence? She endowed me with many talents, mastery of language among them. I can communicate almost everywhere in the world, and learn every new tongue in a trice. I now speak
Wish I
French,
could.
German, Italian, Latin, Hungarian, and Czech. Some English, though. That is only a necessary evil.
Thanks for sharing your stories with me, Sir Vauquelin.
Vauquelin. Henry, Vauquelin. What do you think of our band?
What do you think of our band of outcasts?
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
cannot say I expected to end up
Sigismund,
in this kind
the
of
devil,
company. I am more used to royal
etc.
courts or at least wealthy burghers. But a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles and knights. That takes a lot more. Mark my words. I am a good judge of people.
Okay.
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I don't understand her.
Where's this come
I'm
from?
sure you have more experience of love than me. What do you make of her? Why is she with us?
Ah, you're right.
How would he
I am a
know?
connoisseur of love like I am of wine.
How would he know
But
of
for my
Catherine?
taste, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat aged vintage. Though, I have to admit she's full-bodied and fragrant.
That's not really what I meant. Why is a woman like her with us?
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened to her in the past.
So do I. But what?
I have no idea. But she's fond of you, if you ask me. Try asking her, and maybe something will come of it. L'amour.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust me. L'amour.
What do you think of Sir Hynek?
Ah, le diable sec. A capable chevalier. But I do not trust him. There is treachery in his eyes.
Hynek.
You think so?
My instinct rarely lets me down.
How do you get on with Janosch and Adder?
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also had a servant who pretended not to understand me and thought I did not understand him when he spoke German in my presence. But he was wrong. He is no longer my servant.
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's the one of the few here who knows how to play chess. And I have a great respect for chess players. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Elishka can also play. And that devil in press clothing beat me. Merde.
Have you met Godwin?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. Priests should not be such good swordsmen. That is what knights like me are for.
He's
in
not
addition,
a
he can
knight.
play chess just as well as he wields a sword. And in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen. A man of talents. Or perhaps the devil is behind it.
What do you think of Kubyenka?
A good warrior. But he has no morals and no manners, like all mercenaries.
I don't think he cares much about that.
No.
And that is just the problem. How can you trust a man who does not want to be a knight?
About this merry band of ours. Tell me, how did the siege of Kuttenberg go?
Ah, mon ami, poorly, poorly. But what could I do? Stand down from leading the defense like a coward? After all, I had to live up to my reputation. And at the time, it did not look hopeless at all. I thought it would be enough to stall Sigismund for a while before the Allied army arrived. And that would not have been so difficult.
Only no army arrived.
Précisément. The hope for a swift end melted away, and the courage of the burghers along with it. I, who fought in 5 countries, was relieved of command, arrested, and handed over to Sigismund.
I heard your attack on the trebuchets was a disaster.
It is true, but that was not my fault. The Kuttenbergers blamed me to cover up their own failure. Ces connards. I made the correct decision, but I was given bad intelligence. The Kuttenberg spies that I sent out reported that the trebuchets weren't defended, but they were too cowardly to take a good look from up close. This tragedy would never have happened if it were not for their stupidity and lack of heart. But enough of that. There is no point, as you say, in crying over the spilled milk. One must move forward. In the meantime, however, I can pass on some of my experience to you. After all, I am not getting any younger, so it is time to pass my wisdom on to future generations.
This guy likes to talk, doesn't he?
I'd like to learn.
Unfortunately, I cannot right now.
Oh,
Come later.
he's a skill trainer now. Okay.
I'd like to learn something.
Unfortunately,
Oh, okay. I wanted to know in what. That's all. Damn it. All I wanted to know, of course we find him in the cellar, don't we? Why are you here? You
silly mutt.
You can find your own bloody food. Right, let's... Samuel and the rabbi we need to talk to, but...
Otherwise, Raborsch would be left without a...
I do want to talk to as many as I can. Helena of Dvoretz. Don't know who that is. Kristyna of Nositz. God, there's Samuel and the rabbi. There's one other room. Where is the other room? Ha 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 ha. Well, can I take a book? Right. Wait, do we have anything we need to say to her? Because we learned some stuff from her mum, right? No, so it looks like this is all we can do.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there.
He said you said you didn't.
The thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
We're bros.
Are you sure? We look the same age, and Martin lived with me and Ma as long as I can remember.
When I was born, he was already long gone. Maybe we are not even a year apart.
What does that make us then?
Nothing.
Bros.
Proof perhaps that both your god and mine have a sense of humor. You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins.
That is what you
Will
need
you
to
come
do.
with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
Yeah.
I'll be back soon.
Hurry up.
Because the game
Please.
did stuff to my inventory and I want to fix it. So. Don't think I would have been wearing a courtier's hat. Let me take off this. What would I have been wearing? I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. I think we'll just leave it on. Alright, and now we take off the waiter's coat. And I think it's just the cleric habit, right? And then for shoes. But what was the waiter's thing? Royal hose. They're not that bad either, you know. Minus 78, minus 30. Ah, that would be the ones then. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, and I think we probably do want to be in our fighting gear right now, so... Yeah, how's my health? All good. Let's go, let's dance.
We can go.
I didn't even get the option there. It's lucky that I was ready.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and
Hey, it's
feared the worst.
Kubyenka.
Kubyenka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Is no one going to put out the
real
fire?
massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course, I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course. But do you think that's a good idea? No offense, sir, but you're no great warrior.
Yeah.
I'm not. But I'm not just going to sit here
Why
and
aren't
wait
we taking
either.
everyone else who can
All right,
fight?
then. Let's go.
Perish. Can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. And I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. They weren't helping me.
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe...
I was going to say, it's a real long way to Kuttenberg.
We could make the horses go a little faster. At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Samuel, what was the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
It may be the last chance we get. We could both be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mummy will surely tell you more. If we can get there in time. What was he like? I mean, Martin.
He was a good man.
Seriously. Whip those fucking horses.
All right. Schnell. Schnell.
And we're done. Whee!
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mineshafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
Alright.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
I would be happier if we could do without it.
We all...
Just so I know where this is in the future. Uh-huh. Cool AF. Now, we started traveling from over here. Raborsch. Yeah, okay.
As punishment for our many sins.
Our sins?
Get to the city.
What did you just say?
Nothing. I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little Kuttenberg. My horse is getting low. So, do you hear anyone?
Oh,
If they manage
Henry's
to
having
get all the way here,
trouble.
it is all over.
What's happening, Henry? Why are we bouncing?
I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving.
That was weird.
We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone.
What about us?
You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubyenka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
We have to go this way. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose.
Oh, can I
Hopefully
read them
everything
then?
will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now?
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time.
Uh-huh. Okay. I just saw the other way. Alright, bro.
Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I think there's someone walking up there.
Go and check it out. If they took anything down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Yeah, you do you. Moses. Unlucky Moses. Wait, do you have something on you? Not papers. Oh, wait. Wait, is this the door? Wait, I don't know. Ah, oh. I can't go anywhere. Where is the door to the tavern? There's nowhere here.
Sorry, lass, but we ain't supposed to leave no witness.
What? Oh. Fuck me. Fuck it. A murderer. No one else here.
Bugger this, not a damn thing here.
Soika.
Eric will give us a bollocking again. Damn it.
Who's talking?
What do you want?
Ba-dum-ba-dum. All your monies, that's all I want. Oh, you're ragdolling away. Oh dear, all the staff are dead. Well, there's nothing in here of John's stuff, right? Do we keep going? No, we've been up there. We've searched there. Don't know where that goes. Well, Soika we already got. Anything interesting in here? No. How do I get back down to John? These places are a nightmare for me. Not here. Oh. Ah, wait. Oh. Here. This might be his room, I guess. I like that. Oh, we take these just in case, like we need them for curing people or whatever. Yoink. I was expecting this to say take John's papers or something. No, so where am I going? I just cannot find my way back down. Ah.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
It's getting daylight.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Hamardes. This Eric is really pissing me off.
Yeah.
I've never laid eyes
He's gonna
on him.
die soon because
I cannot wait to wring his neck.
We killed his
Plenty
boyfriend.
of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mum is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come here,
I can take care of myself.
Oh, bye.
Now go. God be with you.
Wait for us. Follow Samuel. Okay.
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shore fast. You walk.
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mommy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
Hello.
Himmel! What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott!
It's right outside your window.
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry, and I'm a friend of Sam's. I was the one who warned him Sigismund was coming for you.
Thank you. I just hope we can escape before...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back. It might be safer there.
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyard.
Synagogue is shul then, I guess. Synagogue is shul.
Watch out! They're shooting at us!
Her name is
Get rid of them!
Sarah. Where? Who are they? Are you freaking crazy? I don't have a weapon that can be used on that. What am I supposed to do? Wait. Ah, okay. Can I? I can't get up there. How can I get up there? Ah. Ha ha.
I'll knock your ass open.
Go on then.
Wanker! Fuck this! I'm not getting killed here.
Here you are. And now I'll be taking that. And whoa, okay, we lost one. I might be bleeding. Also, I need to probably repair. I'm not bleeding. Where's she gone?
Leave us alone.
Schneider. Where has she gone? Where are you? You're over here somewhere?
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
Through the house.
Bad luck! Slice him up! Pray, you bastard! I got it!
Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, mein Kind?
I'm still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
We are here! Come to us! We are here!
Come on, let me at him.
Kick them all down! Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? You'd rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
Yeah, we can take him. Gotta save Kubyenka, come on. Oh, he doesn't need any help. Easy.
Go inside. Quick. It's the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
He was doing
No,
just fine.
I just don't want to die here alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's doing great. Hey, it's Eric.
There they are.
Eric.
Well, now we're really fucked.
Don't think
Once we get
so.
inside, we have to hold them back! For how long, though? As long as we need to!
We're not gonna hold them back, we're gonna destroy them. I hope the game saves. Thank you, game.
Bad luck. You're dead. You rat! Show me a stop!
Whoa, okay, what? Who is hitting me? What is happening? Who is hitting me? Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? Who was hitting me? It certainly wasn't the guy in front of me. Maybe we'll just, like, take them on one at a time from the front. Church bells are ringing.
What's keeping you?
Is it this guy?
That will kick your ass in. Come on!
Is that Kubyenka? Again, someone is hitting me from behind. Not much I can do right now. Okay.
Bleeding like a star. Let him have it. Blood, yeah. Get the fuck. Now you're fired. All the same. Could see this. You're reading them. And now you're mine. For God's will, God!
Come on! Everyone's inside! Henry, come on!
We got them all. I can do better than that. I need to patch myself up, guys.
Gott mogen mir. Let's go. It's this way.
Oh, I want to go and loot. We made it.
Damn, that was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Alright. However, Henry, first of all, let's probably not bleed out. Step one to being able to talk to others is usually not bleeding out. Oh, I'm not bleeding, okay. And ooh. I mean, should we eat? We probably should eat. Oh, that's wine. Okay. We are fed.
There's nothing we can do now. We must get the wounded out of here first.
Are we just supposed to bury them by the side
Okay,
of the
we will
road?
talk to...
I am sure the Lord will understand.
We got to
And
talk
if you
to
do
the
not
mother
believe me,
first. Is that
ask the
her?
rabbi. He will surely agree.
Where are they?
Adonai hu nachaloso v'yonuach al miskovo besholem v'nomar omen.
Return, O Lord. How long should thou be wrathful? Have compassion for thy servant.
Look at it.
Fill us with the mercy.
All ablaze.
That we may rejoice and be glad all our
Where?
days.
Look at it. All ablaze. Look at it. All ablaze. Look at it. All ablaze.
Sorry.
I should go back.
Return, O Lord. How long
I should go back where?
have compassion
Look at it. All ablaze.
About our dead. We cannot just leave them lying around here. We have to take them with us.
Easy, easy.
Oh, there's Samuel.
Down. Our
And
main
the rabbi.
concern is to save the
And the
living.
blacksmith. But where's the woman?
Does not mean we abandon the dead. We will pray for
Where's his mum? Ah, it's driving me mad.
We will be on our way soon.
I don't know you.
Thank you, boy.
Eternal. How long shall this does not end here. Those brutes of Sigismund will pay for this.
One second, I just need to block this nonsense. It's one that I've not seen before. Such a strange shame that Twitch doesn't have our backs for this kind of stuff, isn't it? Blocked.
We survived. For a while there, I thought we were gonna die.
Many have died, indeed. It is a hard trial to go through. So many lives lost, the shul in flames.
I'm so sorry. There was nothing more we could do.
You are right. It was too late. How happy I would be if we could get everyone out. But what is done is done.
What will you do now?
Now we must find help in some other community of believers. We will try our luck in Colin. Many of us have relatives there.
Do you think you'll be pursued?
Well, the mercenaries might follow us, but hopefully it will not come to that. Chas v'sholem. We will split up into smaller groups.
I need to find that woman. Maybe the marker's on the map.
Attention until we get farther away from the town. Besides, who would chase us when we have nothing? We left everything behind in the town.
So the agreement with the lords in Raborsch no longer stands, eh?
What makes you think that? Do you not trust us?
No, I do. But you've lost everything. I don't think you'll be able to contribute to our army anymore.
It is true that the Kuttenberg Kehille cannot pay for the army now, but others might, Be'ezras Hashem. Especially when they get word of what happened here.
God be with you, Rabbi.
Sei gesinnt, and please, watch over Samuel.
Damn it.
Hey. Where is she then? In here? Aha.
It will be able to pull the wagon. Look at him.
Yes, where is Miriam? Where is
Thank
she?
you, boy.
What will happen to us now?
Return, O Lord. How long shalt thou be wrathful?
Thank you, boy.
Where is Miriam? Where is she?
I still hear it. The screaming.
These guys can't talk. Did I just hear Kubyenka? Defender. This should be interesting.
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mein Gott, boy. Have you not helped us enough already? Now we have to manage on our own.
I know this might not be the best time, but... do you think we could talk about Martin?
What? You know my Martin?
I do. He's, well... he's my father.
Bore Hashem!
I mean, not actually by blood. But he raised me.
Mein Sis Kindele. Tell me. How is he?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh...
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well... they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went Schlag auf Schlag.
What?
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoraisa, forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Kolin. But he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And what about you? Did you ever find another man after that?
No. My father called me a widow, so I stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of Samuel. That was the most important thing.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
And have a wash and get some sleep.
But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
See you
Take care of
then.
yourself, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
I need to get healed as well. Okay. I heard Kubyenka's around somewhere. Consult with Zizka. Where are we? Are we somewhere close? Just outside Kuttenberg, right? Yeah. Okay, do I have access to everything I... Good. Can we... Can I, like, go to sleep in the tavern? Where does the thing say? Consult with Zizka. Well, it's... Are they at the Devil's Den? Is that where they all are? Yeah, see, it doesn't put markers and things on anywhere. And who was the skill trainer? Vauquelin, okay. I really think that we need to get some sleep. We need to recover. What time of day is it? I'm too badly hurt. I need treatment. Yeah, I really want to go into the city. Can I go? What if I go down here to the bathhouse? I've been poisoned. Okay. What about a marigold decoction? You know what I should do? Just a moment. Let me ditch this. And this. And this. What about now? Can I fast travel now? Oh, that's new. It's got the name of the Kaslavska Gate. It never had that before. Is that something? Has there been an update? Kuttenberg Lower Castle. Kofimska Gate. Colin Gate. Nice. Right, let's get bathed. It's early in the morning. My health is actually recovering, so it's good. Oh, they may not be open just yet. So the thing is, I don't know whether we can come back to Kuttenberg again in the game, so I want to get stuff done. Hey Bubbles.
Hey, you can't just walk around here without permission.
Is everywhere now closed to us? In Kuttenberg.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
No. Only while it
What do
was
you need, sir?
closed.
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly. We're open.
I need my wounds treated and my clothes washed. And then I'll have a hot bath.
I'll call the girls over. They'll take care of you in just a moment.
Alright, we've got a minor bit of business to do here. Because, like, I don't know if we can come back to Kuttenberg, so I just want to get it done.
Christ. Those wounds.
Right, we're all healed
I'll
up.
have a bite to eat, thanks.
I can wear my noble gear. I think we're safe. Be interesting to look in the Jewish quarter, wouldn't it? I've gone the wrong way. So we played through a hell of a lot of set pieces there, I think.
For the 100th time, I don't owe you anything.
It's filthy.
Chenyak still not going to talk to me.
Do it somewhere else.
Alright, and finally... where's the best way? It's always this way. This is the best way. This is my shortcut way of doing it. Okay. It's the only repeatable way that I know of how to get to these guys. I could find another way, I guess, but... this way's slightly faster. Right, Arne. Where's Arne?
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself.
I might be in the wrong place. I am in the wrong place. I've walked past it. There it is. We learned everything from Menard, but not Arne. He's drunk.
Afternoon, sir.
I'd like to improve my swordplay.
Es kommt darauf an. What would you like?
I'd like to practice my wrestling.
There we
What do you
go.
say? I'm sure you know some interesting throws and holds, eh?
Finally, we're finished with this skill
A man
trainers
must not always kill the other
in
man at once.
Kuttenberg.
A very hard kick in the axe is enough for most fools. Und das Problem
And
ist gelöst.
let's get to the Devil's
Best
Den.
way
At least
to
we
take
have a
out
bed
an
there.
armored foe is to knock him down to the ground. Learn to wrestle good, and you will get good at all fighting. That is what old master has said. Also, auf geht's!
He's a bit drunk. Should we check out the Jewish quarter right now? Will we get in big trouble? Fuzzy Gummy Bunny, welcome to the stream. Have you been watching along? Oh, I have to fast travel from the street. It's so weird. Why can't you fast travel from here? Have you been playing the game? So, is it gonna be safe? You just finished it. Nice. Yeah, indeed. Awesome game. Let's go here. Let's, so we just did all the big stuff where they burned down the Jewish quarter.
Keep close to others. It's not safe here.
Man, I love it. And I just want to see... if we can still go there. And then we'll go and check that we did everything with the rescued few. And then we'll get off to the Devil's Den. Yeah, a really awesome story, huh? The feast, yeah, exactly. Aha, I think it's closed off. I think everywhere is just going to be locked off, is it? Yeah. Okay, let's go out this gate then, and, oh, yeah. My favorite NPC. Well, I mean, actually, we should go and see. Other than Hans and Henry. Well, Catherine. Just because we keep trying to flirt with her, but she's not having any of it. Let's go and see if she's got any last thing to say before we leave the city for good, I guess. Well, we've been trying, but she's been refusing. My guess is she might have gone to the Devil's Den already.
I apologize.
Oh, no, she's there. Yeah, she's not having any of it. Right, let's go and make sure we did everything here. And then we'll go to the Devil's Den. I've only got a quarter of an hour left today, so we'll see what more we can do. Where's the gates there? What was I going to say? So, a couple of weeks ago, someone came into my stream and said, I hope you're enjoying my son's work. Or not my son's work, my nephew's work. And I was like, oh right, you know one of the developers or something. And he was like, no, not one of the developers. My nephew is the voice and character model actor for Hans Capon. I was like, wow, that's cool. Looks like they've all gone. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the Devil's Den then. Yeah, that was really cool. I guess we're gonna get a cutscene here. Oh, I didn't know you could click to speed it up. Huh. I know who this is. This is, let's just do this so that it doesn't stop us again. We completed this guy's quest. Oh. That's not who I thought it was going to be.
You're a dead man!
Game.
It's a wonder you're still standing.
I'm in my noble gear, for God's sake, game.
I feel quite hungry.
Just you wait.
Great. Where's it going to set me back to now? Ah, wait. This is so stupid. Right? Don't you think? Oh, how far is it going to set me back? This is so stupid, right? The fact that you can't get your fighting gear ready. Well, sorry man, I guess we're just gonna have to repeat everything we did in the last few hours. Fights are too easy. Yeah, I mean, the thing is... Oh, at the bathhouse. Oh, okay, that's perfect then. Oh, thank God for that. Also... that's right. I had to take my sword and that off my noble gear just because of the mission not to have a weapon equipped. Right, now we're ready. So that's fine. We've done all of the other stuff. We checked out the Jewish quarter. We checked the people in the thing. They're all gone. Now we can just go to the Devil's Den. So you're at max level and it's still brutal. Well, no, the fights are easy for me because I'm okay at the fights. But the problem is, I had my noble gear on. So if you get randomly attacked when you're wearing your non-fighting gear and you don't have a weapon on there, that's it. Right, now I have a weapon, look. Things are going to be different. Wait, this is who I thought it was going to be. It's Holoclavi guy. Where is he? He's just back from the road, isn't he? It's why isn't he here? Where is he? Why has it stopped me where he isn't, where the guy is not here? I know where we are and I know who it is. But we've already completed his quest line. He's just not here right now. That's bizarre, isn't it? It's what's his name? Someone Holochlavi. We had to get his armor set back from Sigismund's camp. I've already done his quest line, but it keeps stopping me there. I think I must have to talk to him again before it stops.
At your service, sir.
Right, I think...
What's new around here, innkeeper?
That we are...
Nothing much. If there was something, I'd tell you.
Not going to get much more done today. Does anyone here just want a very quick chat? Vauquelin, skill trainer. Train me.
About this merry band of ours. Have you had the chance to meet my half-brother yet?
Samuel. It is strange that he joined your... I mean, our group.
I'm not
It is
convinced
usual
about
for
this
his,
guy yet.
people. But he's certainly a good reinforcement.
I'd like to learn something.
It will take some time, and a few groschen, mon ami.
What can you
Acquiring
teach
my
me?
art came at great cost, so I cannot pass it on for free. Especially now, when I have been injustly stripped of my possessions, and I must rely only on my sharp wits. Ainsi Valdesta. So, what would you like to know?
Oh, God. 4 things.
I want to know how
Come on,
French
then.
knights wield a sword.
Eh bien, you, les Bohemians, you fight like lions, just like the Germans. It's all
I'll tell you
the
what,
French
let's,
they move with. I will tell you. Allons-y, mon ami.
Let's speed this part along. Hey, I got a perk point.
I'd like to learn something.
It will take some time. Acquiring, especially now. What would you like to...
As a knight, you must know how to fight with a polearm as well.
Certainement. But not with a hard... I would only ever use a proper pole axe. 6 feet long, with a blade top, with a spike.
He does like to
for
talk,
piercing
this guy,
heavy
yeah.
armor. Only such a pole arm is worthy of a knight. And I shall demonstrate why. Allons-y, mon ami. Let us not waste any
Allons-y,
time.
mon ami. Yeah, I just... Ooh, nice. I just like to get all the skill trainer stuff done, you know.
I'd like to learn something.
It will take some time.
I'll
Especially,
skip him.
what would you like?
Sir Vauquelin, no doubt you're a master of melee.
Am I good with a bow? You will never be that good, of course. But I will show you how. Allons-y, mon ami. Let us...
Yes, let us not waste time, Vauquelin. Right.
Like this one.
They love walking away from you, don't they, when you're talking to them?
I'd like to learn something.
It will take some time. And a few grosh acquire, especially now. What would you like?
When we were fleeing Malashov, your skill in the saddle was plain to see.
Bien sûr.
My word.
I cannot say, but on my travels, I learned that great. So pay attention. I will. Allons-y, mon ami.
Alright. That's it for this guy. The only skill trainer I haven't completed yet is Jan.
Feeling better?
Good evening, Henry. That ointment of yours is a gift.
Good evening to you too.
Hi, mate.
With a couple of lasses.
How's it going? You have anything to say? You do. Yeah, I have... I don't have anything to spend this on. I don't know why. Sure, whatever. I really... Oh, hello. Honestly, I don't even look at the skills anymore. It's like... It really doesn't matter. Everything is... fighting is quite easy now for me, so... Pierce damage will be higher. That sounds great. Wounded person will bleed out sooner. All of these sound fine. I've never done a charged attack though. One of these two. Sure, whatever. Dry Devil, let's talk to the Dry Devil. Let's not. He's only got his skill trainer stuff left. Blacksmith, nothing to say. Hired hand. Apothecary.
Looks like a late one again.
Zizka and Apothecary.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers.
This will be the last, by the way.
The Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved
I finish at
most of the
11,
people.
so...
Well, I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
In 3 minutes.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next.
Dry Devil's
Samuel
right
said
there.
he wants to be around for that, and we should wait for him.
I see. But if he's gone to Colin, he won't be back till tomorrow. Oh well. At least we'll have time to get everything ready.
All right. I'll come tomorrow then.
Wait till Samuel gets back. Great. Alright, so I think we're just going to pop ourselves in a bed. Oh, we got a bath, didn't we? Well done, Henry. Doors are difficult. Why does it keep turning off the light?
I'm sorry.
Why does no one want to play dice? Capon!
Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
How do you feel about the fact that we've got you married off, Capon, huh?
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice.
He's not going to talk about it, I guess.
Violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
I don't know if words are enough. Simply, it was just like Skalitz. Confusion, screaming, dying.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then the flames. The worst part came when the gate fell. It was as if the bloody gates of perdition opened for a moment, and hell surged into the world.
God protect us! God damn it! I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side, but you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it.
So
All we
I
could do was
didn't
try to
select
hold
the
back Eric's
option
people as long as possible,
for
so the locals could flee to
Godwin
the synagogue.
offering himself
See,
to
there's
get
a hidden
married.
tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking
I thought it was a bit
tunnels.
inappropriate.
But thank Christ for them.
I
What about
pressed Liechtenstein, and the guy said
He
no.
managed to get those mysterious
Then I
documents
skipped
of his out. He
Godwin
left with the survivors for Colleen.
and went for
Praise
Capon.
God. He's from an old and glorious house. It'd be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion.
I'm not.
First
I'm
and
not your
foremost,
dog.
Be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me.
You'll
And
only
secondly,
get captured, Hans.
I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed.
Is it a
hunting
castle?
bow that has no equal in the province.
Give me a castle.
I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
Well, I'm honoured. Thank you, friend.
Oh.
Just a moment. This bow looks familiar. I believe I saw it among Margrave Jobst's things.
Good heavens. You really don't miss anything, do you? When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsch. And it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
Okay, did he just stop speaking there?
That is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye.
Well, I better not have that bow
It'd be great
around
to
when
try that bow
Jobst
out
comes
right away.
around.
We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon.
What is on fire on
wine,
the left of the screen?
deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine. Shoot some deer and celebrate with wine. Like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. But first duty, then some fun, eh? You'd better be going.
Hey, I've got more stuff to say. Shush, stop shooing me away.
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight, that Vauquelin. He rambles on.
Maybe
a lot,
we
though.
can...
My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes.
Yeah, mine
Although
too.
it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I agree. He seems quite likable.
Thanks for the follow,
And he's
man.
got a score to settle with Sigismund, like we
Always
He
good
certainly
to see
has.
numbers going up.
What happened when von Bergow hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was
Yeah,
a bit
that's
better
true.
in
We haven't
Malashov.
even... We hadn't
Apart
seen
from
him
being
since he
locked up.
blew us up with a cannon.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was travelling with von Owlett's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way.
Yeah, this will be the
After
last
that battle and all.
last guy we talked to in the stream.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Maybe we can
Nothing
get
much,
a quick game
actually.
of dice
They
with
took
him.
care of my wounds and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergow came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
Well, what was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces.
Yeah, he wouldn't go through the
Actually,
tunnel.
I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors.
His
But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried
Claustrophobic.
alive.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that
Yes.
the nobility lives in castles.
princess.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious.
Have you seen the
And above all,
voice actor,
no
the
secret
character actor of who this is?
Great.
Because they
I'm
did
really
motion
looking forward to this
capture
new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something.
Uh,
Don't worry,
as
I
well.
won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
Look it up. Voice of Hans Capon. Oh, you watched his stream? Okay, cool. Luke Dale. Yeah.
They didn't let you out at all. But you were in that room for ages.
I looked it up
No.
after that guy came to my
They let
stream
us walk
and I was
around
like,
the fortress a bit.
look exact. Hold on. Okay.
Hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
really
I'll have to
glad
look
you got
that
me
up
out of that
later
hole.
then.
What did von Bergow want from you?
Just
Tom,
the usual
okay.
courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit, and then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
How'd you like Devil's Den?
Looks like he doesn't have an option to play dice, despite being sat at a dice
Aren't the
table.
beds soft enough for his lordship?
I'm more bothered by how small the place is. You feel like the walls are closing in on you.
There's his
But at least I can go for
claustrophobia
rides
again.
around the area.
Where'd you go for those rides?
Well, not very far, just from... Oh, damn. What's the place called? Horshan? Aye. From Horshan to Bohuniewicz and back. Why go to the ends of the earth when there's so much to see here? I found a nice hunter's camp in the forest beyond Bohuniewicz. It's not exactly close, but it's quiet at least.
Oh, Christ almighty. You haven't started poaching again, have you?
You could say that. This girl from Bohuniewicz took me for a lovely... ride.
Oh, that's enough. Spare me the details.
Yeah, you're getting married, kiddo. Right. Okay, all chatty options are done. He won't even play dice. Oh, that's what's on fire in the corner of the screen. Right, we'll talk to the others next time. But right now, we picked up a...
What a waste of money. Didn't you hear that? The king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow.
We picked up a skill book.
I don't know exactly.
Let's finish our day with it. Okay, Life in the Saddle 3.
When the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
As the nomads from the east teach us, it is almost never necessary to dismount. You can even prepare yourself some good meat if you put it under the saddle and roast it by constant friction. Perhaps you'd better dismount before shitting, though. Indeed. What a thought to end on, huh? I guess we get a point in horsemanship. It doesn't matter. I've got Pebbles, the best horse in the game, so... Alright. It is night time. Oops. It is time. We get some rest. I hope we don't get interrupted during the night. Do you know what I like to do? I like to eat first as well. What have we got? That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Good enough. Sam's fine. I mean, we've only just really met him properly, right? I guess there'll be a bit more to it. Okay, good. Let me put the schedule in the stream. Thanks for stopping by, Fuzzy Yummy Bunny. Okay, that was the Let's Play stream for the day where we played through a heck of a lot more of the main story quest. It looks like things are really heating up now. We're taking a bit of a breather at the Devil's Den. We will rejoin that on Sunday. Tomorrow it is the turn of the Lies of P Overture expansion. We are currently fighting the Two-Faced Overseer. Yeah, so join me same time every day, 8 o'clock European for more Let's Play streams, and join me at 3 in the afternoon at the latest for the Try Hard stream, where I try to get better at Trackmania. Hope to see you in either stream. Thanks a lot for joining. Until then, bye-bye.